What's up guys, Mouse back, part 5, Deus Ex, you know the drill by now. Not killing anyone, doing all that sort of bollocks type thing. A lot of narrative this episode, so I won't be talking too much because I'm just going to leave it running, like just sort of chatting throughout. I'll pop back in a few minutes, chat to you, so see you then.
New orders just in, Jensen. The boss wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So, how's it feel, being augmented?
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't. Now that you had a chance to try them out, what do you think?
You're right. I didn't choose to get augmented. And I still don't know if I would have if given the choice. But today felt good. Surprisingly good.
Dr. Reed said you'd take to them. Said it was in your genes. Just be careful, okay? A lot of people think there's a reason the human body rejects this technology over time.
I didn't peg you for the type who gets caught up in metaphysical debates, Malik.
I'm not. I told you myself, I've got neuro enhancements. I'm just saying the choices we do get to make inevitably have consequences.
Yeah. Tell that to the bastard who did this to me.
I hear you. And you know what? You're not the only person in this place who wants to find him. So if I can help in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Actually, there is something. I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos.
They were...
Whoever they were. I believe you. You've got to get...
Roger that.
Hey, me again. How are you guys doing? I really haven't got anything tip-wise to talk about this sort of episode, because obviously I'm just running around getting all the sort of dialogue and that, so hopefully you guys are enjoying this sort of thing. Like, I think it's disgusting how... I know this is a bit of a null episode, so I hope you guys enjoy. Just running over to talk to Pritchard now, so obviously I'm sort of running out of time now, but yeah, catch you again in a few.
Well, if it isn't Mahatma Gandhi himself, come to honor us all with his life-preserving presence. If this is about the Typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the Typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
Hello. How are you? How are things going? Hope it's all well. Man, I'm sorry this episode's so random, but like, I really can't give you tips on running around a corridor. I suppose if you tap sprint, like literally you can just sort of do it that way, which will save you time, so it sort of uses the sprint up a bit more. And yeah, how you guys doing? Leave me a comment in the thingy. I want to chat to you guys. I need some stuff to talk about in these sort of null episodes, so yeah, make sure you're giving me the business and letting me know what you want to talk about.
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him with Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Get her to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking? Letting him slip away like that? I sent you in there to take care of things.
And I did. The Typhoon is safe. Sanders didn't know about it. He didn't even know his hacker was augmented. He's not the mastermind behind this, boss.
So you cut him a break? The man broke into my facility and took hostages at him. I thought you were ready for this.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, 'cause so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
Boss, what you're asking me to do, it's not exactly legal.
No, it isn't. You got a problem with that?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Look at him. You know the police never fully investigated that first attack, don't you?
Yes, but...
But nothing. We lost a lot of good people, top people. And I'm beginning to think Detroit PD doesn't give a damn. Someone is pulling strings to keep us in the dark.
And in your world, the ends justify the means.
My world is your world, Adam. And if getting that neural hub illegally will show us who's behind these attacks, and maybe even help us go after them, yeah, you're damn right it does. So get going.
So this is the final part, and actually we are actually done in here now, so we're busy arguing with Sara, and I think that wasn't the argument where you get the achievement. That's coming later, so don't have to worry too much there. Again, just riding the elevator, and I got a little riddle I can tell you guys actually. So a guy takes the elevator downstairs every day, and he takes the elevator upstairs, but he has to stop 3 floors off of his floor. Why do you reckon that is? I'll tell you the answer to that next episode, but it's something to think about. Guy lives on floor 20, but he has to take the floor to floor 17. There is a reason behind this, but I'll leave it to next time for you guys to find out.
Mrs. Reed?
Oh, Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
I know what you mean. It's never been the same for me either.
I guess it's not meant to be easy. It seems there's just no right way to deal with something like this. And I can't even begin to imagine how things have been for you after all you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
They did what they had to do to save me. And in a way, I can do more now than I ever could.
I'm glad to know you take it so well. Many of us wouldn't be able to cope so easily with such traumatic changes.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her, or rather about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find out more?
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. I can see why she loved you. Not even that degree of mechanical modification could change what she saw in you. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her? I, for one, approve of these protests.
Mr. Jensen, David Seraph told me you'd be dropping by. I've just been reviewing the test results we received.
So this is where we're going to spend our space bucks
Should
to
I
get
start rolling up my sleeves?
Praxis kits.
Surprisingly, no.
That's the only thing we're really going to be spending
I
our
see
money
no
on during this
trace
sort of
of
run, so
glial tissue buildup
nothing
in
you
any
need
of
to
your
do there.
charts.
Costs 5,000 a
It's been 6
time.
months, Doug. Shouldn't I be under
It's in the
opposite
future, so it
shots
won't
by
be
now?
dollars or pounds,
One would
because
think, but these
5,000
test
wouldn't
results
buy
show
you a
no
Mars
signs
bar
of
in the
implant
future, so
rejection. If anything, the bond
unless
between
like
tissue and
Frogos
electrode
are
seems to be
the
getting
key to
stronger.
neuro enhancements,
So I'm free to
I
go?
don't think that's what they're doing.
Well,
but that's all from me, so I'll
Mr.
say
Sara did ask
goodbye
me
and
to
see you tomorrow.
discuss another topic with you. You are aware that several precautionary measures had to be put into place during your first surgery?
Not all of my implants were switched on, I know.
The damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into account. Your brain needed time to recover, to get used to the mechanical neural processors and turn them on naturally over time.
Cut to the chase, Doc. What does Seraph want?
He feels that you might be ready to speed up the activation process using special software known as Praxis kits.
You mean I don't have to wait for my augmentations to kick in naturally anymore?
You can, if you prefer. But Mr. Seraph did make a generous donation to LIM in your name, thus ensuring that Praxis software linked to your particular neuro enhancements would always be available to you and you alone. Please, take a look.
So this is where we're going to spend our space bucks to get Praxis kits. That's the only thing we're really going to be spending our money on during this sort of run, so nothing you need to do there. Costs 5,000 a time. It's in the future, so it won't be dollars or pounds, because 5,000 wouldn't buy you a Mars bar in the future, so unless like Frogos are the key to neuro enhancements, I don't think that's what they're doing. But that's all from me, so I'll say goodbye and see you tomorrow.